How are you doing? Welcome back to Felicity Weeders, the place where we are blessed to bless. As always, it's an absolute delight to have you guys joining me. So, funny story, a few days back a friend of mine was asking me, is absolutely delighted the only English phrase you know? Well, I told her to go find another phrase for me, and the moment she does, I promise I will stop using this particular phrase. But since she hasn't, I am absolutely delighted to have you guys joining. So, karibuni sana to the show, and today I am extremely, man, I am excited. You guys have no idea. I am hanging out with one of the most phenomenal women that I know about. She is always doing things to improve the lives of not only girls in her community, but just any single person she comes across. So, yay! Oh, thank you so much for coming. Now, I know there's some people who are wondering, who is this woman? Who is she? So who are you?
My name is Winnie. My friends call me Winnie Wenger Walcott.
Wow.
I'm an adamant Arsenal fan for years.
No, wait, you are an Arsenal fan.
Yes.
Why have I never known about this?
Because I take my losses.
Uh-huh.
I take my losses lying down nicely.
Yeah, so yeah, you haven't made noise. But then you guys really did keep this like huge comeback just a few months back.
Yes,
You guys
yes.
had a couple of wins.
Yes.
Hatukusikia makelele.
We know better, but the league is just starting again.
Yeah.
The league has just started.
Yeah.
And we started off quite well.
Mhm.
Yeah. So things are looking up.
Things are looking pretty
Things are
good.
looking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is crazy awesome. Okay, so guys, if you know an Arsenal fan, just tell them to come watch this video and just come see this, because this is totally news to me. But this is really nice. So apart from being an Arsenal fan, what else do you?
I am a mother of a 6-year-old boy. His name is Zen.
Wow.
I am a business person. I run the Kisumu's Plus Size Fashion Affair. I am a philanthropist and a face of Nyalenda in black, and to give back to the society where they grew up from.
Okay, that's beautiful. Now, from just the way you have introduced yourself, I'm telling you, your schedule sounds crazy to me. It sounds pretty much busy. And then you're also a mother. I mean, how do you manage to balance every single thing you have to do plus being a mother?
It's not busy, is it?
It is!
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's
why
not.
on earth are you even saying it's not busy? Because it's like back to back. You have this to do, you have this to do. You're up and down all over the place.
It's been 6 years. I am kind of used to.
Okay.
I'm kind of used to waking up early and sleeping in late. So yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy once you just know which one comes first and which one is in between, and then which one is the last. Yeah.
So just matching up this with motherhood, it's pretty much fine.
It is sometimes, but then sometimes it's a lot. It's tiring sometimes, and you need people to just hold your hand while at it. And I've had people holding my hand, and these people are usually most of the time my brothers and my mom.
Oh, that's beautiful. Such
Yeah.
a supportive family.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Okay, now face of Nyalenda. What just made you want to start this?
I was born, bred, and educated in Uganda.
You don't look like it.
How do we look like? How do Nyalenda people look like?
No, you tell me. How do Nyalenda people
Like
look like?
this.
No, wait. Just a moment. Just tell me the typical normal picture everybody has of people who come from Nyalenda. Honestly, just be honest. Be honest.
Like
be
me,
honest.
like me.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. They look like you. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They look like. Anyway, typical day in Nyalenda.
It's coming. Break it down.
Mandazis everywhere, left, right, and center. There's nyoyo. I love food.
Yeah.
Okay, we clean up real nice. Felicity, come on.
Okay. Let's just. I guess we're just going to have to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We clean up real nice. Yeah.
So you grew up in Nyalenda.
I was brought up in Nyalenda, and Growing up, I went to school and we shared books, and we shared a lot of spaces with a lot of girls and a lot of boys. And I didn't want the same for another young girl brought up in Nyalenda. So we decided to come back as girls from within and change the narrative of Nyalenda. The narrative that is young girls from Nyalenda cannot amount to something, or if they amount to something, they do not come back and just say, I came from here. You know? Yeah, so that's what we are trying to change. And we do this by speaking to young girls on sexual reproductive health and rights. Like right now, what we're doing is the Nyalenda Girls Conversation. So what the Nyalenda Girls Conversation does is to talk to the girls on holistically what SRHR is, that is sexual reproductive health and rights, from gender-based violence, from rape, from menstrual hygiene, access to menstrual hygiene, access to to health services, and where they can get them to yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I feel like sometimes we want to generalize, the narrative, like, we care about girls, we are doing this for them, and nobody really wants to get to have a sit down with them and tell them, like, tell me, what is it? What are you going through? What do you need? How can I come through for you? How can I help you?
Yeah.
And especially coming from a girl, it's pretty beautiful.
So far we have done the girls' conversation for the last 1 month. We are just getting into the second month. And young girls have been opening up and telling us what they undergo, especially during this corona period. It has even heightened the level of challenges that they undergo, from lack of sanitary towels to even what they wear them with, that is the panties, and also soap to wash themselves and tissues, some of them have even said they have never seen a pad. So during the conversation, we are carrying pads and going to tell the girls, this is how it looks like, this is how it's worn, this is how you do away with it after you're done with it for your 4 or 5 hours. There are some who do not even know that there's a menstrual cycle for them. So there's some who are still young, there's some who've been raped, there's some who've been defiled. So young girls are going through a lot of things, and sometimes they don't need us instilling knowledge into them. They just need someone to talk to, and that's what we are creating. Those are spaces we are creating. Yeah.
Wow, man, that is so sad.
It is.
Oh my goodness. So you actually give them the pads?
Yes, we do.
Because a lot of times, someone would listen to you and someone would be like, I'm here for you, but then they are not. It's like, it's just this kind of love, but no actions to back it up. And at the end of the day, it really means nothing.
Yeah. What we do is we are more of doers than talkers. What we mean by doers is that if a girl needs a pad in Nyalenda right now, they have my number, and they have another girl's number, that is Beryl's number. And what we do is that we don't even expect you to have credit to call us. We just expect you to be able to write an SMS. I need a pad and this is my location. So just write pad and location is this. And that's it.
Just that simple.
Yes.
And you guys will come through anywhere.
Anywhere in Nyalenda.
Wow, this is crazy awesome. Okay, so I'm just wondering, like, where do you guys get the pads from? And if somebody wanted to come on board, how would they be able to, reach out and help out?
So, we thank God for networks. We have had a lot of people, a lot of friends actually, just deciding to buy. Let me buy you a box today. Let me buy you 6 sanitary towels today. Let me buy you this. I know you're going to talk to the girls. Can I chip in this? I have this. We do not discriminate on what you can give. If you can get the pads, the much better for us. Just tell us your location. We will come and get the pads. If you can get us money, the better. You can send in your money. I'll leave you with a number. You can as well put it.
Of course, I'm just going to put it down here.
Okay.
Yes.
So we can.
you can call that number in case you just need to talk to someone, because it's not just girls in Nyalenda that are undergoing something.
Yeah, true.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with right now. Yeah. So we get a lot of pads from majorly our friends. Just recently, we've got a lot of support from Miss Chana Empowerment Korea, all the way from Korea. Yeah, it was as humbling as it sounds, and they were like, let us know what you need. We were like, we need pads for 200 girls. And they're like, okay, we'll give you pads for 270 girls.
Wow.
Yes. So that's how we came about those pads. And every other day, people have still been contributing the pads. So there are people in different spaces where they just collect the pads. And then there are people whose phone numbers are always running everywhere to just make sure that there's a girl does not miss a pad in Nyalenda. Yeah.
This is beautiful. So guys, we are posting the number down below. If you can see this, just give Winnie a call, and then she will direct you on how to go about that. But
Yes.
please ensure, as long as you can see this number, please give her a call.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now I'm curious. Is like, do you have like specific experiences in your childhood that would have really influenced you to do this?
Yes. When I started menstruating, my parents had died, I think, the previous year, and I didn't know how to face my aunties with it. And I was a bit scared because I didn't know whether I had done something wrong, because no one had explained what was going to go on in my body from home and even from school. So by the time they were explaining at school, I had already been menstruating. So what I used to do was to take my younger sister's clothes and use.
No way.
Yes. And so I couldn't also afford to wash the clothes as often. So I'd feature them somewhere. So one day my aunties found these clothes. After a beating, after a beating, one of them bought me a pad and told me, now this usually happens. ABCD usually happens. Your body is changing, you're becoming a woman, and this is what you're expected to do. So this is how you use this pad. Now, after that experience, I was like, maybe no one is also explaining to these girls that this is happening. Because we throw them to school and expect that the teachers will. And the teachers also expect that we will as parents. And when we both do not, then the girls are left in between and wondering, okay, have I done something wrong? Am I okay? Yeah.
Now I'm so curious. How old were you again?
About, I think, 12, 13, 14.
12, 13, 14. And
Yes.
you knew nothing completely about
No,
menstruation?
I knew nothing.
Man, this is a
Totally
serious
nothing.
gap.
Yes.
And you guys are doing an amazing job trying to fill it up.
Thank you.
Because 13, 14, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, they are very knowledgeable, those girls. They know. They even know what to do when someone is raped. They know which steps to take. The other day, I was explaining to a friend of mine how proud I was of this girl. During the conversation, we ask questions. We ask them, so what happens? What do you do when, say, person X, you find out that person X has been raped? And she just goes, do not tamper with the evidence. I'm like, wow, that's a winner. That's a winner. Yeah. So at least right now, they are a bit knowledgeable, but also we need to be very careful on what information they are taking in. So that they don't take each and every information, the wrong information, and use it. Let us also strive to make sure that they have the right kind of information.